Are the rumors true? Did Dorit and Mauricio have a little fling ding ding? And we had a banging new episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City that we'll be talking about as well, because Meredith and those bangs. Wow. All right, let's do it. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. All the rumors are true. Yeah, if you say that's true. Yeah, I did him and you. Yeah. What's up, guys? What's going on? How's it go? Oh, I love that we're talking about our deceased mothers again. Oh, hi, guys. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. It has been a morning with tech issues. It's been nothing but the tech issues, and we're alive and thriving, right? There we go. Bravo babies in the house. Bravo babies in the house. Okay, did we watch Salt Lake City? Did we like Salt Lake City? What was better, Salt Lake City or Beverly Hills? Drop a comment. Let me know which is your favorite, your baccarat favorite. Last night I returned to the scene of the crime, and I went to Kempire's live show at the Bourbon Room, which was a lot of fun. I had a great time. He put on a really good show, I have to say. Not that I am surprised that he put on a good show, but like I mean, obviously doing live shows, I judge them a little differently. But it was really good. I mean, listen, I've been to some shows at the Bourbon Room that have not been as entertaining. I'm not saying mine were never entertaining. Mine are always great. But I've been to some that have not been as entertaining. Kempire's very good. Saw you, Jenny Blaze. Yes, Jenny Blaze was there last night. I got to see Jenny, got to see Kempire, had a lot of fun. Jacques, I brought Jacques with me last night. He wasn't as fun though. He like wasn't drinking and like, I was like, Jacques, but listen, he's pray for Jacques. But yeah, and then afterwards we went to Schwartz and Sandy's, and by the time we got out of Kempire show and did Schwartz and Sandy's, they were already like closing everything down. And I like, Max kept the bar open for at least one round of drinks. And I was like, okay, this, it's a little bit better. Yeah. And then this morning, woke up a little late. I've had nothing but tech issues all morning. I still can't find my Wi-Fi box. I have no idea where in my apartment they installed it. They installed it a year ago. And anytime I've had Wi-Fi issues, I've never, because they say like unplug it and plug it back in to reboot the connection. I can't do that because I don't know where my modem is. I don't even know where to find my, it looks like the Wi-Fi issues have now cleared up. Nope, they're back. Oh, sorry, on StreamYard what connection issues are. Listen, if it's choppy, then you can listen to the full clean audio on your favorite podcast platforms, or you can watch it with clean video and clean audio on Spotify. The dogs ate it. No, the dogs didn't eat. I literally can't. I have no idea where it's at. But anyway, Campfire Show was funny. He covered a lot of different shows. He covered Salt Lake City. He did not cover OC. He like mentioned it, but like he didn't really cover it or recap it. That's where I learned that Ashley Darby got divorced. Was last night at Campfire Show. I was like, I didn't realize. I didn't realize that she wasn't divorced, and she's finally divorced. Wendy said, did they put a soundbite of you on Beverly Hills? Did a new one? I don't know if they put a new one, but yes, they've used me in Beverly Hills. How big is your place? Could they? I don't know. I want to remember them installing it in the bedroom, and I've been looking in the bedroom for the modem for, I want to say, about a year now, because every time there's a Wi-Fi issue, I always want to unplug the modem and plug it back in. I have no idea where it's at. No clue. Not a single clue. I want to say, listen, I've looked high and low, under the bed, behind the bed, in the closet. I have 2 closets. I checked both of the closets, checked the bathroom, checked the guest bathroom, checked the laundry room, checked everywhere. I don't think it's in the studio, because I remember I wanted them to install it in the studio so that it was closer to the Wi-Fi. And I just remember them installing it in a room that I was like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But they're like, no, you're gonna have great. Ask Natalie. Will Natalie be able to tell me where my modem is? I mean, I know she's psychic, but like, is she gonna be able to like read? Oh yeah, your modem is in the closet, is in the library with the candlestick. I don't think she'll be able to tell me where my modem is. That sounds crazy. Maybe I don't. Should I text her now? Now that can you help me? Can you use your psychic ability to help me find my modem? You still haven't found the modem? No, Danielle. I don't know where it's at. See, Danielle knows. She's been on this journey with me. That like we've searched high and low in the apartment, and I don't know where the guy installed it. I remember physically being here when he installed it when I first moved in. Best scene ever was Dorit riding with the cigarette. She was zipping down them streets, down the canyon. She was like smoking or cutting off family vans. I was like, whew. Colonel Mustard is definitely involved. I think so. The modem has been MIA since the dawn of time. Thank you, Michelle. See, okay, everybody that's been on the modem journey with me. Thank you. She's like, I thought that guy found it. No, never found. What guy? What guy found my modem? Who's looking for what guy are you thinking searching for my modem? I don't know. IDK. Cutting off the family bands. Yeah, she was cutting off all the family bands. Lit up like a professional. Oh, lit it up like a professional. Yes, she did. At first, I thought you were complimenting my lighting. And I was like, well, nothing special about my lighting today, but thank you. Also, by the way, I have a special treat for you guys. So, Zack Visma modem is the 8th wonder of the world. It really is. Like, I don't know how you lose a modem, you know? Like, but again, I feel like I've searched every nook and cranny. I feel like want to maybe like the front desk, be like, where do people normally install the modems? You know, like just coinky dink. Because I honestly have no clue. None. I feel like somebody's had to have tapped into my Wi-Fi and is trying to steal the signal. But regardless, like I need to refresh. Well, okay, wait, enough about the modem. What do we want to start? Well, Ashley Darby is divorced, or well, getting divorced, and it seems rather amicable. I don't know. But sorry, I'm all over the place this morning. My brain is fried with all the wires and the circuits are loose. But what I was trying to say is Kempire and Donna Bowling are both going to be on the Pop Report this week. So, and we're taping it at Spotify. So it's going to be me and Andy and Kempire and Donna Bowling, and it's going to be all 4 of us together on one very special episode of the Pop Report that'll be dropping on, I believe, Friday. So be sure to tune in. Be sure to support the Pop Report. Listen, watch, subscribe, leave a review, all the things. Danny said, oh my God. I know. That's so exciting. And I didn't even save it for no filter. I made sure to put them on the Pop Report. Because like I feel like Donna and Kempire both like talk about a lot of different things. One episode with all 4 of us together. Boom. Kempire was on Heather McDonald. Yes. Corey says off topic, Mike Tyson saying he got a bite fixing at the end of the fight still has me dead. I mean, I wouldn't know because his butt cheek stole the show. So that's all I was thinking about. It's gonna be so good to have Kempire and Donna on a show together because we were all 3 of us were repped by the same person. There was one person that was repping us. It was a short-term thing. It was new. And we have since all exited our contracts with said person because said person, I mean, we all had different reasons why we parted ways, and I can speak for the 2 of them. I just know I was very happy to ditch him, and it's going to be funny to have all 3 of us together in the same room at Spotify headquarters. You know, there's no better way of saying "suck my dick" than than that. It's the ghost of Christmas past. Okay. Are we let's talk Salt Lake City because wow, what a banger, right? It was so banging. Those bangs on Meredith Marks were so bad. Like I love that everybody was shading them too. Bronwyn was shading them. She's like, I knew I was going to do the bangs, but like Meredith took it to a whole new level. And Whitney was like, I decided to wear a headband because I wanted to put my own twist on Audrey Hepburn. And, you know, I didn't want to come in looking like Meredith. And then even Mary Cosby was like, she laughed and she took her bangs. She's like, I said breakfast at Tiffany's, not the Flintstones. Dying, literally dying. Oh, look at, we have a troll in the live chat. Let's have some fun this morning. Fuakata says, I figured it out. Zack hates Garcelle because he's going hard for Erica. It stems from Erica curing at G's son. Oh, she cured him? What did she cure him of? Cancer. Did she cure him of cancer? Uh-oh, I don't want to get canceled like other people for making fun of people with disabilities. The bangs are pretty bad. Yes, they were pretty bad. I don't hate Garcelle. I just find her just not interesting, you know? Everyone's always like, Teddy Mellencamp is the worst, most boring housewife ever. And I was like, no, Garcelle is the most boring housewife ever. Like, truly gives us nothing. Like, can you name 4 iconic moments or 4 major storylines that Garcelle was actively a part of? Najat says Garcelle does nothing and judges everyone. Yeah. Books We Hate says Garcelle is so overrated. Thank you. It's not that I hate her. It's just like, I don't know. I would put her in one of the worst Beverly Hills Housewives categories. Like, she's definitely at the bottom of the list. That's why I'm hoping Bose can come in and steal her diamond and we can Garcelle gracefully bow out with all her Zara outfits, you know? Sydney says, I don't hate Garcelle at all. However, she's not very interesting. Thank you. Name 4 of Garcelle's most iconic moments. Please. Please do. There aren't any. There really aren't. Or her, give me 4. Like, listen, Lisa Rinna, you can do Own It, Baby. Oh, you better believe I'm going to talk about it. Were people doing coke in your bathroom? Yeah, Erica Jane. Got the puss? What? Or what? Like, you have so many Eric moments, so many Lisa Rinna moments, so many Kyle moments. She's doing the splits. She's drinking her margarita. She's swinging her hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Sutton, name them. That was literally just last season. She had name them. Let Mouse Go. Your ugly leather pants. Dorit, chic wind chimes, homeless, not toothless, right? Yeah, because they're homeless. They have teeth, and we're fixing their teeth. We're giving all the homeless people new veneers. So, yeah. Kat says, but not every single housewife needs to make fake reads written by others and create fake storylines. Why can't people just be born and live lives? That's what I want. Well, if that's what you want, then go watch the new Roni because they're all fucking boring. They have nothing that they bring. That's what you want, then Roni. The new Roni is the show for you. Come on down, Kat. Come on down. I don't want boring ladies on Housewives. I want them to be messy. I don't think that those are fake reads, though. I think Lisa Rinna was genuinely curious if people were doing coke in Dorit's bathroom. And hello, what a moment. And then you have Lisa Vanderpump. Oh, come on. And then Kyle, her jaw hitting the floor. So good, right? Garcelle is good at calling Kyle out. But why can Garcelle call Kyle out? None of the other ladies can call each other out without being mean girls. That's a mean girl. She called her out. She's so mean. Why can't she worry about her new life? Dorit to Rita, if I can smell your breath, you're standing too close. Exactly. There we go. Like so many moments. Kim Richards, you stole my goddamn house. Garcelle asked Kyle about the ring, and last episode asked if Kyle was dating Morgan. Okay, those are her most iconic. Those are her most iconic moments, where she was clinging to writing off of Kyle's coattails. Goodbye, Kyle. They can't stand up to Garcelle, or else they'll be called racist. That part, that is true, Danielle. Every time. Remember when Kyle tried to call out Garcelle? She's like, hello, you came to a charity auction and didn't pay the charity. And then Garcelle's like, what are you trying to say? And then she's like, "You're racist." And Kyle's like, "That's not what I meant." And she's like, "You're still racist. You need to do better. Learn more." You know, that's what she's known for. Garcelle, Dorit got robbed and she's still wearing her jewelry. So you like when Garcelle's mean to other people. So you like Garcelle is poking Kyle's marriage, and you like when Garcelle makes fun of Dorit getting robbed with her kids down the hall. Got it. I used to like Garcelle. Her first season, I was like, oh, she's a fresh of breath air, as Teresa Giudice would say. Fresh of breath air. You know, I thought she was a fresh of breath air when she first came onto the scene. And then she just didn't really give us much. And then she went on Bumble. And then she named her goldfish Dorit. And like it just, I don't know, she's not that interesting to me. She always calls Dorit out for being long-winded and not understanding racism. Okay, so she calls Dorit racist. She makes fun of her robbery, and she insinuates that Mauricio's cheating on Kyle. Got it. But she's never going to be considered a mean girl. Got it. Got it. Okay. Jan says, I don't care. I still love Garcelle. But why do you love her? Meg says, "Hey, yo, Zack looking good in black." I know that's right. Her sons are the storyline. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. Her sons, yeah, were her storyline. But listen, I will say, they were great storylines. They definitely carried, the diamond for her. Somebody's going to twist on there. You're going to say that a black woman needs men to carry, a woman needs her men to carry her storyline. How dare you? You're sexist. Well, read it and weep, baby. I love Dorit, even when she makes Andy young all the time. I know. I'm glad that like season 1 Dorit is back, right? Like she's clocked in, she's got the cigarette. Like I like that she's just straight up smoking on camera, running from the paparazzi. I'm tired of rumors starting. I'm sick of being followed. I'm tired of people lying, saying what they want about me. Garcelle and Sutton are kind of mean, but they get a pass because they're the fan favorites. Well, let's be honest. The reason they're the fan favorites is because people don't like Kyle and Erica and Rinna and Ted, like the Fox Force 5. People dislike them so much. That's the only reason they like Sutton and Garcelle. Sutton, I've always had a love-hate relationship with. Sometimes I really like her and sometimes she really annoys me. She does keep the story going. She asks the questions, she pushes the narratives, she keeps it going. Tiffany said, "Oh my God, I love that smoking scene. You never see that anymore." It made me want a cigarette and a heartbreak real bad. I was like, "Ooh, can somebody please divorce me and give me a cigarette just so I can rip one?" You know? Wait, is Sutton a fan favorite though? Yeah, people love Sutton. Again, they only like Sutton because they don't like Erica and they wanted Erica to like fall. So when Sutton was poking into Erica's go drama, they were like, "Yes, take her down." People love to burn the bitch at the stake. You know? People are really protective of Garcelle and don't apply the double standard of rudeness she applies to the cast. If others shade her or say something mean, it's racist and cruel, right? Thank you. But now we said it. Sydney says Garcelle needs a stylist. I mean, yeah. Listen, you can buy some cute things at Zara, right? But like, at least put them together nicely. You know? Storm says, "I'm curious to see Sutton's big mansion in Augusta coming up this season." Yeah. Oh, it was so funny when they were trying to talk about how Sutton was like, "Yeah, I don't get flowers for Mother's Day anymore." And then Erica's like, "No, you just get $350,000 every month. You just get a nice alimony check." And she's like, "Yeah, but that's not everything." And she's like, "It's something." He's like, "All I got from Tom Girardi was his debt and some real bad press." Reed's head disc didn't hit though. I mean, it seemed like it hit quite a few things on her way in, on her way out. She had to take it off a few times. It was hitting. It just wasn't hitting the way you liked it. Uh, but yeah. Yeah. Surrealism. It was quite the vibe. But so afterwards, Dorit was on What Happens Live, and Andy Cohen was asking Dorit if she ever, gave if Mauricio ever had a nibble on her Doritos, and Dorit was like, no. She's like, it was so ridiculous. But it was funny. The way that she answered the question actually made me think, wait a minute. did something happen? She's like, I laughed. And I was like, but you're not denying it. She's like, because it's so ridiculous, Andy. And Andy's like, okay. And we're all watching like, okay. It was the first time, like, I thought the rumors were always like dumb and low budget and not real. But the way she was answering, I was like, I feel like you're kind of convincing me of the opposite now. But no, I don't think that they hooked up. I genuinely do not believe that they ever hooked up or ever would hook up. Like, I just don't. Do we think Dorit would be that bitch? Listen, actually, to be fair, if they haven't, I wouldn't be surprised if Dorit would now. You know? Wouldn't that be wild if she ended up going for Mauricio and she's like, come taste my Cool Ranch Doritos. And he was like, ooh, I love a nice little crunch. He's like, but I don't want Cool Ranch. I want Fuego. And then she's like, ooh, flaming hot Doritos. You know? I think that would be kind of fun. I'm here for Dorit and Mo. Like, I don't like, I want Dorit to be that bitch. Get the cigarette out right there, smoking right after she finishes with Mauricio in Kyle's old robe. Oh, so good. So good. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Maybe they both thought about it. Do you think? Wait, who was the one? Remember in the scene, was it Mauricio and PK, and they were trying to pick out which of the ladies they thought was hot? Who did they pick? One of them picked Rinna, right? And who did the other one pick? Erica? They pick Erica and Rinna? Do you remember that scene? I think they were at Dorit's house, and PK was asking her, but who did they pick? Mo and PK look like old men meeting for coffee. Yes, Mauricio said Dorit, I think. No. Did he? No. Who did Mauricio say? I remember one of them saying Rinna. And I'm like, Rinna? Really? Of all of them? Like, Rinna? Like, she's just so skinny that, like, I love me some Rinna, but you would think you want like, some bubbies and some booty. Caro says, I wish to see an unhinged Dorit. Should be a great time. We're going to see her unhinged this season when she's yelling at Kyle. Mo said Dorit, and PK said Rinna. Is that what I remember? Mauricio said Dorit. Swear to the OG. Rinna. Oh, Jan says Rinna and Erica. Mo said Erica. See, did Mo say Erica or Dorit? I think we want to believe that he said Dorit. I agree with April. Mo said Erica and PK said Rinna. I'm gonna put that rumor out there and be like, hey Erica, by the way, starting this rumor that you and Mo been hoeing down. No. Erica wouldn't do that. I don't think Dorit would do that. I would love if Dorit just leaned in. Not that I want to like break Kyle's heart or anything, but like just think about like story arc, villain wise, like Dorit coming back smoking a cigarette with her feet up, and just like, goodbye, Kyle. First Dorit, leave out the wives. Oh. First he said Dorit and then they had to leave out the wives. Then they said Erica and Rinna. Interesting. PK and the panties or the no panties situation. Oh yeah. And then Dorit, remember? And then Dorit bought Erica a pair of panties. She's like, since we've all saw your little puss. The toe that broke the camel's back. Yeah. The fact that everyone is saying something different is funny. I know. I can't rely on anybody. I can't. None of our memories are working. My Wi-Fi is not even working. You have to get Dorit on your live. I would love to. Maybe. Well, oh my God. Listen, Dorit, come on the podcast. I'll bring cigarettes. There's a thread. There's a Reddit thread that Mo told PK, your wife. There's a Reddit thread about that? Mandela effect. Well, is it really the Mandela effect if we all remember it differently? The Mandela effect is when everybody remembers it a certain way, and then that's not the actual reality, I'm old. I've seen many couples split only for one of them to start dating the other's best friend. It's sadly quite common. Oof. I feel like you're rooting for that. Like somewhere in there, you're like, you know what? You'd like low key be here for it. I just love how like, you know, we're like, ooh, Shannon Bedore really clocked in this season. And it's just, she ended up getting a DUI and crashing into someone's house. And now she's getting sued by her ex for taking $75,000 from him to fix her face. And we're like, she's clocked in. And then we have Dorit. Dorit, like, is on an island, has no friends. She's outing her, or she's, you know, putting her husband's business all out there, smoking cigarettes in the car. And everyone's like, ooh, Dorit is clocked in. I'm just like, like what does clocked in mean when their life is in shambles and we're just sitting there with our popcorn being like, ooh, yeah, what's gonna happen next? Is someone gonna bang her man? She's clocked in, you know? You want to get popped. It's just that happened to my dad's high school sweetheart. They broke up and she married his best friend. He's totally happy for them. Listen, my brand and my reputation is stealing people's husbands. That, like, I feel like at some point, if I don't want to, sorry, I almost said something really bad. I almost said if the husbands ever get, well, if the husbands never get divorced, I'm geared for a new storyline. It's a joke. I don't wish them divorce. Please don't take that out of context. I don't want any fights with anybody. That was a bad joke. Oh, man. Have to have a life crisis to be clocked in. Clearly. Jan says we are monsters, right? Zack starting chaos. I'm not trying to start chaos. But could you imagine? Like, that would be a whole storyline right there. Sydney says they actually did talk in the future 20 years after my mom passed. Oh. Wow. G. Marie says, you're not acting like yourself, Dorit, just because she's angry at Kyle and it doesn't go her way. Well, yeah. G. Marie, how dare you call Dorit an angry white woman? Maddie Dawn says, Kyle is talking to PK. Now, wasn't LVP also talking to PK when she wasn't talking to Dorit? What are you trying to say, that Kyle and PK are having an affair? Don't spread that rumor. I was watching Billy Bush. He was interviewing Erica, and he was like, so what is the PK's charm? Because Dorit's not with it. He's like, Dorit's a very attractive woman, but like, why is she dating PK? And Erica's like very politely just trying to be like, listen, there may be an other charm. Maybe there's intellect. And Billy Bush was insinuating, well, maybe it's money. And Erica was just like, ha 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 ha. It was funny. Zack, which Beverly Hills housewife would you choose? I mean, Dorit is stunning, whether it's the plastic surgery or not. I mean, Dorit, Kyle, or Erica, I think would be the three at the top of the list. I don't know. I feel like Erica would be wild in bed. I don't know how Tom Girardi kept up. Sydney said Zach's joke is my dad's literal life story. Oh no. Sydney, you always come in with the plot twists. The Mo and Dorit hookup will explode the ratings beyond Scandalous. Could you imagine? That would be like, we're terrible. We're like, yes, Dorit, screw Kyle's man. That would that is Scandalous because like technically Kyle and Mauricio are split, so now they're single. So I think it would be a scandal, but like, could you like in 2 years from now, Dorit and Mauricio dating, and then that becomes the new storyline, and then everyone's following them, and they're like everybody's hated couple, and they don't care, And then Kyle and PK. I mean, that would be quite an interesting turn of events. Quite an interesting turn of events. I don't know if I could survive a Kyle and PK hookup. I just don't think that Well, I mean, I feel like he's getting better now that he's sober, right? Maybe he's gonna get a little fit, bring him back. I don't know, there is something that's quite charming about PK, right? I'm not saying that I would do him, but I'm also like, I wouldn't not do him, if that makes sense, you know? Well, I mean, I guess he does come with, like, a mounding, list of people that he owes money to according to, I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize, trying to also like Erica with the Billy Bush questions about PK. I'm trying to like, maybe if you tilt your head and squint your eyes, you can kind of make it work, you know? So, yeah. Caro says, bring on the tears. Oof. Jan says, real marital affairs of Beverly Hills. Yeah. But like, that would be some fascinating TV. Tiffany says, what about Mozak? Would you? I would absolutely bang Mo for sure. That's an easy one. Everybody always thought Mauricio was hot. Mo would absolutely. Val says PK is bitter, sober, and seems happy with the separation. Oof. I was like, I like to see PK with a smile. I like that his marriage is ending. He looks happy. Old Yeller says, I would bang Erica Bell. Let the song let me ring. Let you can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Is that what that song is about? Is she talking about? Is this like Butter Your Muffin? I didn't know when she was saying you can ring my bell. I did not know that that was a naughty song. It sounds so innocent. It sounds like such an innocent song. I did not realize that. That's interesting. You can ring my I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Because you're not like, why would you tell someone ring my bell? Maybe she meant like her doorbell. You can ring my bell. Who got Boy George in the separation? Oh, that's a good question. I don't think they show. I think Boy George is gone. I don't think they talk to him much anymore. G Marie says, "Oh, why is my manager calling me?" Um, G Marie says, "Is Bo hot or just rich and that makes him hot?" I think he's basic. I think he's hot. I think he's hot for sure. You know, I don't think he's basic. I always thought it was the spot. Ring my bell was the spot. I don't know what you talking about. What you talking about, Willis? You know what I'm talking about though. That's Uncommon Goods. Spark something uncommon this holiday season with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible handed gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that it's exactly what I wanted feeling. They scour the globe for original, handmade, and absolutely remarkable things, and somehow they just know exactly the perfect gift for every single person that you know. You guys keep commenting and letting me know that you're shopping at Uncommon Goods. So please continue to tell me what you're getting. I know one was like, I got my daughter sweatshirts with their dogs' faces on them. So there are a bunch of different customizable options or just, you know, gifts that really will tailor each person's individual interests. If they're hosts or hostesses, you can get things for their bar, you can get things for their kitchen. They have, cool finds for kids. They have, fun gifts for book lovers if you have like a historian. They even have things for sports fans. So you can get something from their favorite team or from their favorite sport or from their home state because everything is truly unique and it's tailored to everyone's individual interests. I'm telling you, Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. It's not the same selections that you're just going to find anywhere else. You're going to want to shop now so you get it in time for the holiday season. So get that shopping done. And here's a special treat. You get 15% off. Thanks to me. Get 15% off your next gift. Go to uncommongoods.com/no-filter. That's uncommongoods.com/no-filter. I believe you can also use code no-filter and you'll get 15% off. So go clock in those savings and don't miss out on this limited time offer. Get your holiday shopping done today. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm, mm, mm. Mm-mm, mm, mm, mm. Mm-mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Zack, I heard you, no, you wouldn't go near PK if he didn't have money. Come on. Probably not. But listen, I'm full of surprises, right? So I don't know. Jan says, "Can we get a recording of Zack singing 'Ring My Bell' on Uncommon Good?" You can get that on Cameo. I am on Cameo. You can get that on Cameo. You can book Cameo with me. You get a personalized message. I think the movie Corky Romano, "Ring My Bell." I think of the movie Corky Romano when you think of "Ring My Bell." I don't know that movie. It sounds like an old person movie. So I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, Zack is so Gemini, and so is Zack. Zack is a Gemini, and so is Zack. Who? What other Zack are you talking about? It's a Gemini too. Anyway, let's talk about Salt Lake City, because Salt Lake City is really banging this week with those bangs. So I fast forwarded through Angie's scene with her dad. I just don't find Angie that interesting. And if I have to hear about her being Greek one more time, I'm gonna like my brain is just gonna be mush after that because I'm just like, I get it, you're Greek, and Versace made plates for Abe Lincoln, which like, hello, what did you just fall out of a coconut tree? But the majority of the episode was centered around Mary Cosby's Tiffany's dinner, which I thought was great. Meredith Marks's bangs were so bad, worse than Courtney Cox in what was it, Scream 2, Scream 3. Remember when she had those ugly choppy bangs? Alyssa Milano had them for a minute too. I don't understand why people did those. They were so short and they were just like choppy and ugly, and didn't. I didn't. You know, I didn't. I didn't enjoy it. Kara says, "Can we take a moment to appreciate Zach's level of creativity and humor? So many fun takes and hot topics. Spicy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like today's episode is a little all over the place. I apologize. I stayed out way too late and I had maybe like, okay, we're going to count my drinks live right now. Okay. So I went to the bourbon room and I had one drink before the show. I got an old fashioned. And then I had two old fashions during the show. That's a total of three old fashions that I had at the bourbon room. And then we went to Schwartz and Sandy's, walked into Schwartz and Sandy's, and I ordered a fourth old fashioned. And not only that, but then Max also served me not a fifth old fashioned, but he gave me a little whiskey neat. Okay. So that's five drinks already. Well, four old fashions and one whiskey neat. And then we went to Birds, and Birds is around the corner from Schwartz and Sandy's. So Schwartz and Sandy's, they close early, right? The kitchen closes at like 9:30, and then they were wrapping up, and like they were trying to close. They were closing it up at 10 because they're like Wednesdays are slow, and I get it. Wednesdays are typically like Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Those are typically slow nights in general. But I was like, well, I know that there's another spot around here that is open afterwards, and I couldn't remember the name of it. And so we asked Max, and Max like, yeah, there's a place around the block. It's called Birds. And I was like, oh yes, I know Birds. I know where it's at. So I took my crew. I literally brought like a crew of like 15 people into the Schwartz and Sandy's for. I was hosting Kempire's after party. I was trying to get Kempire to come out with me, and yeah, so the after party ended up at Birds. So now you know if you go to Schwartz and Sandy's and they close early, head over to Birds for the after party. So yeah, that was, and then I had one more drink at Birds. So 6 drinks total, 6 whiskeys. One of them was technically just like a whiskey, so it wasn't like an actual cocktail, but like, yeah. Hmm. Zack, I have a genius idea. You and Jackie Schimmel together. Could I handle it? I would love to have Jackie Schimmel on. I haven't. Wow, I should reach out to her. It's been a minute. Yeah, I would love to have Jackie Schimmel on. Abso-frickin-lutely. That would be great. I would love to have Jackie Schimmel. Thank you for that idea. Danielle says, I have to walk my dogs. This is longer than I thought it was going to be. Sorry. Sorry, I've interrupted your schedule. First of all, we're late today because of all the tech issues. Yeah. Old Yeller says, so you're not counting the straight whiskey. No. In the club, we all fam. Carol says, can't tell you had 6 drinks. You look so alert. Thank you. Thanks. Like a true alcoholic. I got it. Rachel says, or instead of cameos, you can just come to the wedding back. It's an open bar. Wow. She's like, you sound like an alcoholic. Come to the wedding. Thank you, Rachel Frady. Monina says, Zack, I think Doritos and PK are faking their storyline so they can save her job on the show. Oh, PK's meeting with Mo was totally performative, and so was Dorit confiding in Erica. No, I genuinely don't think they're down anymore. Like, I think their marriage is done, but I think it maybe has been done for a while, you know? Val says, you sure can hold your liquor, Zack. I can. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I made it home. I got into bed with my dogs. I forgot to put my Invisalign in, but yeah. Boozy says, honey, what's your secret morning routine after a night of drinking? Because you look great. Well, I mean, listen, the brain is a little slow today, which is why today's show's a little chaotic. The brain is a little slower today. I didn't go to the gym. Normally, I do work out, even if I drink the night before or I'm a little hungover. I go to the gym so that I can sweat it all out, and I just, you know. So yeah. Ellen says, off topic, please go back. Blonde, dark hair makes you look sinister. Well, maybe I am a little sinister. Does it make me look sinister? Interesting. You know what's funny? Was it on Reddit? Somebody sent me something. There was like a thread. I don't remember if it was like on Twitter or Reddit. And then all these people were like, they were trying to like make fun of me. And there's like, he looks botched. He looks botched. He looks botched. And I was thinking, I was like, I look botched. How do I look? Why do I look botched? First of all, I haven't had Botox in over a year. That's why you can see so much movement in my face. I've been meaning to go back to Dr. Jen so I can get some Botox. So I can get like a little bit of a brow lift again because I just feel like my face is melting. You know, the older you get, the more. But like, look at how much movement I have in my face. I haven't had Botox in over a year. All of my filler has been dissolved. I feel like last year I did a little too much filler. My face was a little too full, so I wanted all the filler to dissolve. So all my filler is gone. Botox is gone. Ditch the blonde hair. I haven't even gone to get my brows threaded since like January. Like, this is like the most natural you're gonna get from me. I did no, my face did change because we widened my jaw with Invisalign. That's why sometimes I'm like struggling to talk or I have like that little lisp because I have my Invisalign in. But like we had to expand my entire jaw because my inner jaw was like so crunched in. So yeah. Zack is the reason I tried Botox. I love it. Sydney says, he looked great blonde, but I actually prefer the dark hair, brown. Yes, I love the dark hair just because it's easier to maintain. Yeah. Dark makes you look sexy, dark, mature. Ooh. No mysterious. Don't go blonde. Well, I was blonde for 6 years. Old Yeller says, I like the devilish grin. The blonde drags the color from your face. Oh, thank you. The black with the gray and white is death. Thank you. Thank you. I have a little salt and pepper right here. My mom doesn't like it. She's like, no, that makes me feel old because then you look more mature. I do feel like the facial hair definitely makes me look a little older. Captain Caveman over here. Oof. Healthy, nice face, love natural shine. I do think I need to at least get the brows touched up and a little bit of Botox, maybe a little bit of filler under the eyes so that I don't have. But like, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to go crazy. Christopher says, I love my filler and Botox. Are you crazy? I do too. I just wanted to I just haven't maintained it this year. But like, this is the most natural I've been. But I do miss Botox. Like, I see myself on camera, especially like when we tape the pop report and stuff, and like it's so HD and crisp and clear, and I'm like, oh my god, you can see like every little wrinkle on your face. At least there's like a lot of good lighting on me that but I definitely need a lot. Microneedling has great. Yes, I haven't done microneedling in a long time, but yeah. Yay for no Botox. Sad for you. You're aging very well. Do great. Do good things. Yeah, just do little bits. A little bit of Botox, a little bit of filler, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. what I liked about the Botox is it like raised my face a little, like it opened my eyes a little bit more. Like this, you know? Whereas now I just feel like the brows are a little droopy. And then I also love that when you get Botox on your nose and bunny lines, that also just kind of helps slim out your nose as well. And you don't get that like puffy hungover face as much because yeah. Natural hair is back, baby. Natural hair is back. Everyone's like look at Dorit. Dorit's gotten brunette too. Keep it natural, my love. Don't change for nobody. I'm not changing for anybody. I'm changing for me. Just a little enhancements. But what I won't do is like what Meredith did with those bangs, because that was so bad. And so remember when we saw in the trailer that Meredith Marks and Mary Cosby, like Mary throws her out of her house, and then we see it play out. Which, first of all, if we're talking about that dinner, sorry, I'm jumping around, but the Britney girl, we can do without her. I'm over Britney. We don't need to keep her around. We can throw her in the garbage with the sprinkle cookies. Okay. That's my critique of Britney. Heather, I understand why Heather is so resistant to letting new people in the group because of the whole Monica stuff and the Jen Shaw stuff. However, Heather does feel a little like mean girl. It feels like she thinks she's the queen of the show, and if she doesn't like you, then she wants to ice you out. And it kind of feels like and after hearing Monica say that Heather blocked her from coming back on the show, like I kind of am getting the sense that Heather thinks her dick is the biggest and she wants to flex on it. So that's Heather. That's Britney. Annoyed with Britney. Can't stand her. Don't like her. Don't like her face either. Bronwyn. I like watching her scenes with her husband is tough because he's so like, I don't know. You can tell he had no idea what Housewives was. He doesn't like her being on the show. You can see it in his face. Like he wants to make sure his wife behaves a certain way, and he does not want her to behave that way. He ain't about it. Ain't about it at all. So yeah, Britney, we can move on. And when she was like, "What about me?" I'm like, "Shut up. We're not talking about you because nobody likes you and you're not that interesting." She really isn't. And she's too old to be playing those games with the Osmond brother. What was his name? Michael, Donnie. He was one of the Osborne brothers that she was dating, and he seemed like a total F boy. She is on F boy island. Bronwyn, I like. I don't like her husband. I don't think that marriage is gonna last. I think this is the beginning of the end. I think he's gonna pressure her to leave the show, and she's gonna be like, "Nah, bro, I'm staying," and she's gonna stay, and she's gonna divorce him. And if she stays on the show, we're gonna see her divorce play out on the show, and we're gonna look back at the season and be like, "Remember when?" You know. And then who else? We have Lisa Barlow. Not a whole lot going on with her this episode. We saw Meredith get kicked out. Meredith has been kind of annoying this episode or this season. I just don't think she's had a very interesting storyline this season. I get it. She's converting to Judaism. Good for her. But like, I don't know. She's kind of boring and not really bringing it. And I was kind of like annoyed with the fact that Mary didn't even really throw her out, and like Meredith just always does like these theatrics and the crying. Everybody, like she just is so over the top with it, and I'm just like, you're doing too much, which makes me think that everything Whitney would say about you might actually be true. That she deflects. Remember, like even in the past season, she's like, there are children that are dying, and it's like, really, really, Mary, really. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? So yeah, I think Meredith is just a little insufferable, to be honest. And I want to say I'm glad that Mary threw her out of the party, but Mary didn't really throw her out of the party. And she's like, "Really, Meredith, you're gonna do this right now? Really?" And she's like, "Really? You're gonna let them attack me for the millionth time? Oh, I need a bath." Stormed out. But I really did miss Mary Cosby. I've always loved Mary Cosby. Mary Cosby is the Ramona of Salt Lake City. She just is. There's no changing my mind about it. I know we have double standards because we don't like Ramona, but Ramona and Mary Cosby are very much the same. And they say crazy things. And they do crazy things. And they're very out of touch. But also, Mary Cosby's furniture, I'm not a fan of that. Like her whole interior, like all of it is not great. Nope. Is Ramona still doing real estate? What's going on with Ramona these days? Is she? I feel like she might still be doing real estate. No? I don't know. Remember she was doing that for a minute? Wasn't that her last season? Was that the Ebony season? And she was starting to get into real estate? Why is everybody going into real estate? It's so annoying. Sydney says, aside from her very controversial fat-phobic comments, that's what I mean. She's Ramona. She says things that are crazy and offensive, but people have double standards. They're like, Mary's so funny. Dog mom Laura says, Mary and her son is so sad to me. Living in a home doing who knows is a huge red flag to me. Yeah. You can tell. It appears. I shouldn't say you can tell, but it does appear he may be under the influence. And I don't think that's like marijuana. I think that there is a bigger issue there. And I think Mary, it's sad to watch because you can just see he's so not there. And I think Mary might be in denial. Because, like, why would you put your son on camera in that state? It was not ideal. G. Marie says Ramona does real estate in Delululand. Ramona lives in Florida. Yeah, I saw that. Ramona and Sonia are living in Florida now. And Luann, what's going on with Luann? Luann is always all over the place. She's always somewhere in some like obscure fashion look, looking very snatched. Her body looks great. And she's always smoking a cigarette. She's just always ripping a cig and having a drink. Hey, darling. Hello. It's me. I was wondering. Have you seen her sing? I don't know how she ended up on my algorithm, but I'm very proud of it. But on TikTok, I'll just come across these videos of Countess Luann at her cabaret show. Money can't buy you class. Money can't buy you class. Elegance learned, my friend. Elegance learned. And she tries to sing Adele, and I'm just like, no. Lou, no. Lou is living in Lululand. And everybody in the comments is always like, who's going to tell her? Why is she doing this? Who's going to let her know? Well, who lets her go out there like that? Thank you, Dog Mom Laura. I'm always going to keep it real. Money can't buy you class. Elegance is learned, my friend. Elegance learned. Let's see if we can find some videos of Countess Luann on the TikTok. Countess Luann. Oh, here we go. Oh, she's singing Shoutout. What do you know? That's literally what she said. The action, retraction. Like she didn't even hit. Like she just like. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Oh, what is she saying here? Fire. The attempt is taken. It's true. She's even doing the drums. Oh my goodness. Ooh, yes. Her dance moves are like old man moves. Yeah. They're like Trump dance moves, you know? Came in with your Herman Munster shoe. Yeah, it's remembering what you had and what you lost. If I would ever do a cabaret show, that would be me. Offbeat in a very low voice, my straight man voice, and like missing all the beats, my hair a hot mess, a little lit, you know? It's wild. Robert Jr. is in rehab since his arrest. Oh, I didn't know he was in rehab. Is he Marianne's show? I feel like you made that up. Boozy says, I met Luann, and I have to say, she is gorgeous and she has an amazing body. Let me tell you, I was actually shocked how beautiful she was. Yeah, she's stunning, and her body looks incredible. Laura says, does she know she's bad? I don't think so. Brittany says, I wish I could be so unaware and not care what other people are thinking. Like, at least I'm in on the joke, right? Like, if I'm singing on here, like when I sing, I know I can't sing, right? Like, I would never actually do a cabaret show. The joke's on the audience because they all paid. I mean, listen, she's, 10 out of 10 would attend Zack-activated cabaret. That would be wild because it would just be me singing songs, like never really finishing them and probably botching the lyrics and out of tune. And then in between that, I would be like spilling tea. Like I would spill some tea and then I would be like, to the last days you down into the sky and the loneliness like a heartbeat drives you mad. And then, Giovanni! You know, G. Marie says, I would travel to America just to see Luann's moves. Where are you from, G. Marie? G. Okay. I do have to bounce because I know my friend Donna Bowling is live right now. So go watch Donna Bowling's live Daily Dose of Donna. I love her. Go support her after this. Like, pop on over and then flood her live chat and say, Zack sent me here. Hi, Donna. Love you. So go on to Daily Dose of Donna's live chat right now and flood her with Zack Pack messages. Like, come in, Zack Pack. Zack's Tea and Tunes Cabaret Special coming in 2025. Could you imagine? I don't know about that. I want to see Zack Cabaret. To the loneliness like a heartbeat, dress you down to the sky. Money can't buy you class. That's all her TikTok videos. But it's like her walking in like a random alley, and then she's like, "Chic, c'est la vie, c'est bon, c'est bon. Money can't buy you class." It's very like Tom Sandoval. Like Tom Sandoval is a rock star. That's what Countess Luann has become. Like, I'm convinced that Countess and Tom Sandoval are like the same. And, they're just same person, different bodies. All right, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Thursday Night Live, our members only will still be happening. So stay tuned for that. Yes, Marianne Stout, Marianne, members only tonight. Give me a follow. Just follow the guest notes. I will talk to you guys later. I have to go run to Spotify now to tape with Kempire and Donna. Be sure to tune in to the Pop Report. Kempire and Donna are on this week. All right. Love you. Mean it. Ciao for now.